Hey guys, it's me, Teresa Perrin. I am changing the thumbnail of the video that I just recorded, which I will leave the first one up there too with my intro. However, as I recorded it, it's not just AMC simply, the APE dividend explained or APE unit explained, guys. There's also, it is explained simply so that you understand it, but it's also a huge caution and red flag that I need to address, and it's probably the most important video that I've made to date. So I hope that all of you will take the time to listen to it this weekend, because if the red flag I'm seeing is in fact happens, it could cost all of us a lot of money that have been in this play for a very long time. So please, I know it's going to create a lot of hate towards me, but I'm saying it out of love for this community. Please listen to my thoughts. Again, they're just a thought and just something that could happen. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's something you all need to be aware of. And it comes directly from the AMC letter to shareholders. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and come back for more. Hi, everyone. It's me, Teresa Perrin. And I have been trying to not focus on AMC and GME in much of my videos. However, I'm seeing a lot of confusion in the community regarding AMC and the APE unit. And I want to do some clarification so that people have a good understanding of exactly what is going to happen and my thoughts on it, which I've really been hesitant to make this video because I've gotten a lot of backlash from the BBIG community for expressing my concerns regarding what's going on with that stock. And it's really affected me to the point that I haven't talked about BBIG this entire week while it's been halted, because I really don't feel like fighting with people, and I'm not creating this video to create fear, to create uncertainty, to cause fighting. But I made a promise, and my whole reason for starting a YouTube channel was to be honest with the community, with my subscribers, and to tell them what I truly think of something and to address red flags when I see them. Now, just like BBIG, I am long AMC. And this is just my honest opinion based on facts. And I'm going to go over these facts with you and explain what's happening with AMC. And guys, I really hope I don't get the same hate that I got with BBIG. But when you see a red flag, I'm sorry, I'm not one to sit back and not explain it. And you can do with that what you want. Again, I am long AMC, not short. So, nothing I say is financial advice. Let's get into this. Okay, guys, I'm going to start with the letter that went out to AMC shareholders. And if you didn't get a copy of that because it was sent through your brokerage firm, I believe, then you can easily find this on AMC's website. Now, if you have your AMC through Robinhood or Webull or other platforms that do payment for order flow, there are some additional red flags that I am not going to be addressing in this video. However, I may create another one or I may not. So what I'd advise is that you call your broker and make sure that you will be receiving APE for your AMC shares. Since it's a little bit too late to do something about it, guys, you need to know if you will be getting that or if they're going to pay you out a dividend based on the current value that APE opens at. And if that's the case, guys, you may want to consider buying it on a different platform before the end of day tomorrow if you are going to be long AMC through this. Now, here's where we're going to start. It says, today, this is down the bottom, the third paragraph on the top. Today, we are announcing that later this month, AMC will be creating a new class of securities and will be issuing an AMC preferred equity unit stock dividend. payable only to holders of our 516,820,595 issued and outstanding common shares. This includes all of our U.S. and all of our international shareholders as well. Now, guys, for every share of, actually it's in this letter, so let me continue. We will issue these new AMC preferred equity units on a 1-for-1 basis. Investors will get one AMC preferred equity unit for each AMC common share that they own as of the record date in mid-August. Now, guys, as you all know by now, the AMC preferred equity unit is going to be called APE. So for each share of AMC that you own, you will get one share of APE. So if you own one share of AMC, you get one APE. If you own 10 shares of AMC, you get 10 APE. If you own 100 shares of AMC, you get 100 APE. If you own 225 shares of AMC, you get 225 shares of APE. If you own 1,000 shares of AMC, you get 1,000 shares of APE, and so on and so forth. I don't think I have to go through a ton of different numbers to explain this to you. Essentially, every share of AMC you own, you will get a share of APE. Along with our common shareholder shares, which trade now and will continue to trade on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol AMC, this new AMC preferred equity unit will also be a tradable security. One second while I get to page 2. That will be listed on the New York Stock Exchange starting August 22nd, 2022 under the ticker symbol APE. Yes, APE, as in AMC Preferred Equity. And informally, we will now refer to our two New York Stock Exchange listed securities as shares, the common stock and APEs, the AMC Preferred Equity Units. Guys, in order for you to understand what I'm going to say in this video, I'm going to read the remainder of this letter to you because it's all going to come into play to what my thesis is, and I'm going to tell you all, you may not like it, so heads up. But it's important you listen to the facts in this letter so you understand I'm not making any of this up, okay? For a variety of reasons, a dividend distribution in just about any form has been a long-standing request from our investor base. Today, we answer your call. So too, this issuance of 516,820,595 new APEs will essentially serve the same purpose as the much-voiced request for a share count, as the new AMC Preferred Equity Unit will only go to holders of company-issued and outstanding AMC common shares. Again today, we answered your call. Because the dividend is only being distributed to our current shareholder base as of the dividend record date, there also is no dilution from this initial, key word, initial, please note this, issuance of the APEs associated with the dividend, because these new APEs all go and only go to holders of company-issued AMC common shares. The number of issued and outstanding AMC common shares will remain at 516,820,595 after the dividend is paid, and each shareholder will also own one APE for every share of AMC common stock held. Think of this as being very similar to a 2-for-1 stock split, except in a stock split, you'd get 2 shares of new common stock for each one old common share. As the AMC case being announced today, however, you would own 1 share of AMC and 1 APE in lieu of just 1 common AMC share. Since this stock dividend move being announced today is like a stock split, it is logical to assume once the dividend is issued, the price of our common shares will fall. Vitally, however, as an investor, you would not own only a single share. You would own instead a share and an APE. So your economic interest in AMC would be the price of a share plus the price of an APE. And while no one's crystal ball can accurately predict stock market swings and volatility, that economic interest would be in a company that we believe is considerably stronger than AMC is now, prior to this announcement being made. The issuance of APEs now is made possible given the previously and repeatedly announced approval by AMC shareholders back in 2013 that the creation and issuance of AMC preferred stock could occur solely at the AMC Entertainment Board of Directors' future discretion. So guys, the reason that there was no vote for APE or for them being able to issue APE is because way back in 2013, they were given approval by the AMC shareholders, which I doubt many of you have held this for as long as since 2013, so you probably have no idea about this, that they were able to issue an AMC preferred stock at the sole discretion of the board of directors. Now, I would question, since that was a preferred stock and this is a preferred unit, whether this is the same thing or not, but that is not going to be my debate for the purpose of this. While each APE is designed to have the same rights as a common share and can convert to a share of common stock, key words here, each APE is designed to have the same rights as a common share and can convert to a share of common stock. That conversion decision is solely up to you. Now, what they mean by that is, well, I'll read it and then explain it. Conversion can only take place if the company proposes and shareholders, including APE holders, vote to approve the authorization of additional common shares at a future AMC Entertainment stockholder meeting. That is still your call to make. I would argue, guys, that it's not. And we'll get into it as soon as I finish this complete letter. But this paragraph right here, the third from the top on page 2, tells me it's game over. And I hate to say that, but I'll explain why in a minute. But here is perhaps the most important thing of all. With the creation of APEs, AMC is deeply and fundamentally strengthening our company. Given the flexibility that APEs will give us, we likely will be able to raise money if we need or so choose. Again, we likely will be able to raise money if we need or so choose, which immensely lessens any survival risk as we continue to work our way through this pandemic to recover and transformation. Rather than having to worry about survival, the flexibility accruing to us from APEs can instead let us continue our efforts to try for AMC to soar and to thrive. This new AMC preferred equity provides AMC with a currency that can be used in the future to further strengthen our balance sheet, including paying down some of our debt and other liabilities. It also gives us the ability to seek shareholder value enhancing and potential transformation investment opportunities. Guys, let's go back to paragraph 3 because I think out of this entire letter, or the paragraph 3 from the bottom, this is the most important and concerning part to me. And I think that after I give you my thoughts, you may feel the same. You may disagree. Again, I'm not trying to persuade any of you. I'm simply issuing you a warning. I'm going to read it again so that it's fresh in your mind when I tell you my thoughts. While each APE is designed to have the same rights as a common share and can convert into a share of common stock, that conversion decision is solely up to you. Conversion can only take place if the company proposes and shareholders, including APE holders. Now, including APE holders is key here. Vote to approve the authorization of additional common shares at a future AMC Entertainment stockholder meeting. This is still your call to make. All right, guys. Here's where you're not going to like what I have to say, but I want you to critically think, and instead of getting all apish and upset at me for what I'm about to say, please look at both sides of this. AMC needs to raise capital. AMC investors, aka the apes, have already said they will not authorize more dilution in AMC. AMC investors, aka the apes, have been asking Adam Aron for a very long time, at least for the past, year, I would say, to issue a dividend to try to prove the naked shorting. Now, Adam Aron has been very wishy-washy on the naked shorting. At one time, he did an interview in his boxer shorts addressing the naked shorting, leading apes to believe, because why would any CEO do an interview in their boxer shorts, that naked shares exist. On another hand, and on a couple occasions at least, after that statement, he has come out and said there is no evidence of naked shorting. Okay, guys? Now, we all have different beliefs as far as naked shorting goes. I certainly think there's an awful lot of corruption going on in the stock market. And unfortunately, I feel that this is part of it. And I feel that we're getting played. And here's why. Because Adam Aron needs capital. There is no dilution in this initial issuance of APE, okay? It's only going to the current shareholders of APE, of which there's 516 million plus, right? You have the exact number, 516,820,595. So there's only initially going to be that same number of APE shares. And again, every share of AMC you own a share of APE. As far as voting rights go, they are not going to be treated as preferred shares, which generally preferred shares get more votes than common shares, okay? So essentially, this is not a preferred share, it's a preferred unit at this time. However, in the future, we will be able to vote to change these back to common shares, okay? Now, here's where I see a problem. When, and it's not if, guys, it's when Adam Aron raises capital by diluting APE, which could come as early as the 22nd. Personally, I don't think that would be smart on his hands because that would piss off a lot of apes. However, we don't know when it's coming. Let's say it can come anytime from August 22nd on, but I assure you it's coming. When perhaps he completes his promise back when he said, and I can show you the tweets, that he would not dilute AMC any further. Actually, let's go to that for a second. Well, no, let me finish this and then I'll show you that. When he does decide to dilute APE, depending on how many shares he issues, essentially, those shares of APE will have voting power as well, along with the common shares. So, if we take away our voting rights, let's say we own 80% of this, right? So let's say we own 4 million shares. And guys, please don't come and give me an exact number because I'm just throwing this out there as an example. Say we own 4 million shares of APE, and 400 million shares of APE, and 400 million shares of AMC. Those have equal voting rights, right? So let's say combined, that's 800 million shares that APEs own. Again, example. God forbid, Adam Aron dilutes APE by more than that amount, and it's through a private equity funding from, let's say, a hedge fund that's been naked shorting AMC, and they buy up more than 800 million shares, right? AMC gets the capital it needs, but now, let's say they buy 1 billion shares. Guess what? We no longer have the voting power to say we don't want to convert this back to AMC shares and we want to keep it separate. Guess who does? That's right. The hedge fund that has been naked shorting. Now, this is all alleged. This is an example. That has been allegedly naked shorting AMC now has voting power over converting these shares back. And if they gain control of that and they want to convert APE back to AMC shares, then guess what? They just covered their naked shorting. Through APE, game over, no AMC squeeze. I'm so sorry to tell you this. I'm not saying it's 100% going to happen, but I'm saying it could. And I want you all to realize this. Because if I don't say it, and it comes out later, and I hint that I knew something like this could happen, people would be pissed. People are going to be pissed that I'm throwing this out there. But guys, we've been getting kind of screwed all along and played all along, right? People that diamond handed it could have been up a lot more money than they are right now, depending on when they bought in. There's a lot of apes that are probably down a lot of money right now that came in later in the game. I don't know, but I don't like what I see. And for the reason simply stated above. And again, I don't want to create FUD, but this is all in writing. And I'm going to go to Adam Aron's tweets and explain a little bit more. Okay? There is definitely red flags here. Again, not saying it's going to happen, but it's certainly a possibility and one that you should really consider. Because he couldn't be more clear in stating that the price is going to be diluted. In fact, he even goes to say that essentially he thinks it's going to go like a stock split. So let's say the close of business tomorrow, AMC's closes at $25. Between then and whenever APE gets issued, the share price is expected to drop, right? So essentially, if you sell your AMC shares between, first of all, you can buy them up to close of business tomorrow to get APE. And I'm not sure if they're going to do a ticker change or like an add like a letter on or something like they do with BBIG. Like BBIGV gave you the right to own Tide shares as well. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing something like that with APE, or if you buy them up and through Friday and they're not really telling people that, but obviously someone has to sell for you to be able to buy, essentially, unless it's naked, right? Then you should get APE. But to be safe, they're saying you have to own it by close of business on Monday, the 15th, and keep it through distribution, which will be end of day. So like after 8 p.m., between 8 p.m. on Friday and market open, when those shares get delivered on Monday, you have to hold your AMC in order to be entitled to that APE. So my guess is, much like a lot of other companies we've seen drop in value when they have some sort of spin-off or distribution or whatever the case may be, they drop, right? It's natural. And Adam Aron's expecting that. He even told you that even though this is a 1 cent unit, it's not going to open at 1 cent, guys. And I think he's expecting it to be like a 1-for-1 stock split as far as price is considered. So essentially, if AMC closes at, let's keep math simple, $25 on Monday, expect by the following Monday, when AMC starts trading with APE, for them to be like $12.50 and $12.50 to equal that 25. And I'm going to tell you something, as a short, when these things happen, they tend to short more going into it. Eventually, there may be a run, but that's typically what I have seen in the past. And you can do your own DD on that. I'm not going to argue it. Who knows what's going to happen? It could also go up. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know. I'm just going to tell you what's on the table and what the potentials are. But even more concerned with the price, because the price is only a number, is my concern with the dilution, which I'm going to show you. Adam Aron's very clear that he's going to dilute this, guys. And if you think otherwise, you're fooling yourself, because he couldn't be more clear with shareholders. And I'm going to show you that. When he does, if he dilutes this larger than the amount of shares combined that APEs own with AMC and with APE, then guess what? It's game over. 100% game over if the hedge funds that have been shorting this and naked shorting it buy it up and get voting power, guys. Because they will vote to convert these back to AMC. And then guess what? There will be no squeeze because they will have covered their naked shorts with these additional shares. And I don't want to get further detailed to what my head is telling me, but something's telling me there's more to this story and it may already be thought out and well planned. I don't know that for a fact, and I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything, but I can't help but think there's more to this story. And you be your own judge. Again, I'm not trying to persuade you one way or the other. It's your money. I don't care what you do with it. All right. Let me show you a little bit more about the tweets. Guys, before I do that, I do want to finish this letter so no one accuses me of not throwing out anything important or positive, because I'm not being negative. I'm just raising red flags. I believe that all of this makes AMC vastly, and I mean vastly, stronger. And anything that moves us so far ahead is bad news indeed for those who wish us harm. Having said all of this, there are a myriad of details and cautions related to our announcements today. So I strongly urge you to read our press release and SEC filings on these matters, which are incorporated herein by reference. Guys, I encourage you to also look at the filing, and I think you might see what I'm trying to tell you. Again, I'm not going to do all the work for you. Going to lay the seed and you can do the rest. To celebrate this milestone and as a token of our appreciation for your continued support, we'll be offering a free I Own APE NFT to all existing AMC Investor Connect members and to our new members joining by August 31st, 2022. Likewise, based on the popularity of its original I Own AMC NFT issued in January 2022, AMC Investor Connect members who have joined by August 31st, 2022 will also be entitled to receive a free updated version of the I Own AMC NFT. When I think back over this pandemic journey we have all been on together, I'm ever mindful of your dedication to AMC Entertainment and to your trust in me as its CEO. I want you to know once again that shareholders, I act and think like a shareholder because I too am a shareholder and a big one. At the current AMC share price, I now own outright approximately 15 million of AMC stock and counting in my previously granted but unvested shares. at target vesting levels have more than a 50 million economic stake in AMC. This is pretty obvious, but that is a powerful incentive to do what is right for our shareholders. All throughout effort with you, I always have been candid, and I have always tried to keep my word to you. I promised you we would be bold. Well, indeed, today we pronounce. Very best regards to you, Adam Aron, Chairman and CEO. Proud to offer the most movie theaters in the world. All right, guys. He does have a huge stake in this. So it is in his best interest to do what's best for shareholders. With that being said, I hope that he will not dilute the shares more than voting power has right now and create a hedge fund's ability to stop this squeeze. Guys, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I have concerns, like I said. Now, let me show you his tweets that are going to prove he's going to dilute this. Okay, guys, I'm going to read you some of his tweets and tell you my thoughts. So you will get 1 APE tax-free as a stock dividend for each AMC common share you own. At least for now, this big news today is not dilution. Key words, at least for now, this is not dilution. As owners of company-issued common shares, today we pounce. So for each of your AMC shares after the dividend, you'll instead will own 1 AMC common share and 1 APE. Here we go. Key. Logic says the share price will fall. Key. The share price will fall. But your value will be the sum of 1 share plus 1 APE. Different but similar to a 2-to-1 stock split of common shares. Candidly, I've seen no evidence of so-called fake or synthetic shares exist, but many of you disagree. This preferred equity dividend goes only to company-issued shares, so it will have the impact of a share count or a unique dividend many of you have sought. We will also be giving an I Own APE NFT to AMC Investor Connect members and new members joining by August 31st. So I don't really care about reading that because that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. As a special call out to our shareholders outside the U.S., the stock dividend will be issued on your shares as well, and you can easily join AMC Investor Connect. I Own APE and I Own AMC NFTs. For so many reasons, including what we can do with it in the future, the introduction of AMC preferred equity units has the potential to immensely strengthen our company. Looking long term, we believe the move is not good news for those who root against us. We repeatedly have said AMC shareholders approved back in 2013. Guys, again, he's trying to cover his you-know-what for doing this without a shareholder vote, because apparently back in 2013, the creation of preferred equity. Each APE will have similar rights to a common share, but cannot be converted into common shares unless shareholders now or in the future, key, now or in the future, vote to approve that. That's key, guys, and that part is what bothers me. Most important, APEs give AMC a vital new currency to pay down debt for merger and acquisition and to raise cash if we choose. They lessen near-term risk we cannot survive this pandemic and increase the likelihood we thrive. All this fundamentally and deeply strengthens AMC. Again, guys, he's saying by issuing out these APE units, it gives him the opportunity to raise capital through, yes, that's right, dilution by doing a share offering of APE, which will allow them to gain funds that they desperately need. I must tell you all, it's complicated, but it really is satisfying to play 3D chess. especially if you know how to play it well. Guys, you got to give Adam Aron all the credit in the world. He knows how to play his shareholders very, very well. And those betting against him as well. I think I have to say he's a genius. He has apes believing that this is the best thing since Rice Krispies and not looking at all angles. Guys, there's a problem. Gosh, I wish I could just spell it out, but I need you to see it on your own. Today, AMC Entertainment announced both vastly improved earnings and our game-changing new APE securities. Guys, it's game-changing for AMC. Adam Aron's job is not to make his shareholders happy. It's to keep AMC happy. Yes, ultimately you can argue that in order to keep us invested in AMC, he has to keep us happy too, right? But guys, he has to keep the company afloat. We refused to give him the funding he wanted. So, he has no choice but to go about it by issuing APE, which he does not need our vote to dilute. He has the ability to dilute it. Plain and simple. Now, guys, with that being said, that dilute can negatively impact us in so many ways. And I want you to just keep an open mind and realize that. I'm not saying, oh gosh, run and sell your AMC. No, I'm not. Some people already are, though. I'm seeing the message boards. People know what's happening. There's a reason the share price went down on Friday. And yeah, guys, some of you may want to say that, whatever. It was manipulation. It was this. It was that. But it dropped off. And it dropped off for a reason, in my opinion, because I think that people know what's going to happen. I don't know, guys. It really could go either way. I'm not being a negative Nilly. And I will tell you personally what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold some of my AMC, but I'm also going to sell some of it before this. Now, I might buy some back, depending on what happens. But I know that the price is going to drop. And I really don't care about APE or anything else because I know that I own GME too. And everyone thought with GME, with that dividend, that we would get some answers and that we would get a massive squeeze. And it didn't do that. Sorry to say, I wish it did. But it didn't do that. Now, could we in the future? Absolutely. Not ruling it out. My concern is that with APE, depending on how much Adam Aron dilutes, this could be throwing away the squeeze. And you all need to be aware of that. Will he do that? God, I hope not. But could he do that? Yes, he could. Bottom line. I must tell you all, it is complicated, but it really is satisfying to play 3D chess, especially if you know how to play it well. Today, AMC Entertainment announced both vastly improved earnings and our game-changing new APE securities. Today, we pounce. Guys, I like Adam Aron. I think he's a very likable person. I think he's a very intelligent person. But I want you to think about something. How long did he say that he wouldn't issue a dividend? How long have we been asking? He refused to do it until he needed it to dilute because he needs funding. There's more liability than there is assets in AMC right now. He needs to raise capital. Bottom line. All right, guys. That's all I have for you with this video. I am going to do another video showing you where AMC stands, short interest-wise, failure to deliver, all that good stuff. But I just want you to be an informed investor. And I'm not saying by any means sell your AMC. No, I'm not saying that. So please don't create FUD. I personally have taken too big of a hit between Redbox and BBIG that I am going to personally sell some of my AMC, not all of it, but I don't have a good feeling about what's going to happen. And I'm not selling all of it because I believe in AMC, and I hope that this does create a nice squeeze for us. But I do have my hesitations as well, so I have to protect my own capital and keep it secure. Again, what's best for me isn't best for everybody, and I'm not saying that's the right answer. I could lose a lot of money by that play, but I could also prevent myself from losing a lot of money. I don't know what to do, so I've just decided I have to take some of it off the table. And that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and have a great day.